Hey team, Hattie here. I am hopping on to share with you guys what a shoebox swap actually is. So as you know, August 31st, I believe, is our next shoebox swap. And I've had some people message me and say, well, what exactly does this entail? I may want to sign up, but I don't want to sign up for something I'm not sure of. And so I wanted to hop on and share with you guys exactly what it means to participate in a shoebox swap. I've got a little sample here. This is actually not my sample for this August 31st, but it's just an older card that I've done that I wanted to share with you guys. So basically for the shoebox swap, we have registration that goes until the 15th. Actually, I think it's the 16th of this month. And then I will release the numbers. But right now we've got about, I would say, 11 people. I'll say 11 people signed up. Our cap is 20. Okay. And don't fret, it's just a full day of crafting together here at the studio in Sumter, South Carolina. And it's super duper duper fun. So I wanted to talk to you about what you would need to do if you decide to participate, and why you would want to participate. Okay, so let me give you the why. The why is because, well, I already said it, it's super fun. We get together, they're demonstrators only that are invited to the shoebox swap, and we get to use new product that's either online exclusive or in the holiday catalog that's just been released for demonstrators. And what you do is you design a project, and then you create the kits for them, and then we pass the boxes around and put all of your everybody's projects together. So then you leave here with all of these great samples. So you've probably heard of just like a regular swap before, where you actually prepare all of the cards in full yourself, and then you swap with other people. Well, this part is where you design the project and you make the kits, and then everybody else puts their cards. So we get to enjoy the process of putting your card together. So another reason why you would want to do it is because you're going to get lots of samples from other people that you can use either for your own personal self, you know, like maybe you want some holiday cards in your stash to be able to send to friends and family, because we don't mark on the back of our cards, so then you can actually send them off. Or if you're a business builder, you're going to use this to boost your business. This is great content for those of you who are wanting to run this as a Stampin' Up! Business. You can take pictures during the swap and kind of share about it. That's great content. You can take pictures of the projects that were created. You can recreate the projects on YouTube or on your Facebook Lives, or even if you do it in a class, you can take the projects and recreate them for your class. So you don't have to kind of come up with all of the projects yourself when you've got classes that you're teaching. So many great reasons definitely to participate in a shoebox swap. The other reason is we all go to lunch together, and that's probably one of my most favorite things to do because I love to eat and I love to hang out, and so it's really fun. So we kind of midway through the day, we figure out when a good stopping point is, and you don't have to go out to lunch if you don't want to. You can bring a lunch with you, but it is fun to kind of go out together and fellowship and hang out. We'll have to decide on a restaurant and all head out there together. There's actually a restaurant that just moved. So Eggs Up Grill just moved down the street from where I am right now. So maybe that will be a great place to go and grab a little bite to eat for lunch. So anyways, just thinking out loud. So there's that. And you can also trade ideas with each other as demonstrators. We just have this unique, experience with stamping. So it's awesome to be a Stampin' Up! Customer, of course, but as a demonstrator, it's just a little bit different. I feel like it's a little special, a little more special. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. But so that's why you would want to do it. And now let me share with you like how to do it. Okay. So first things first, you design a project. And I know some of you are like, oh my gosh, the deadline to sign up is the 16th and we're having the event on the 31st. Don't worry. Like if you know you're coming, go ahead and design your project now. And then you can start prepping for at least 11 kits. And then if we do have some people sign up afterwards, and we'll give you that number, but again, it won't go past 20. Okay, so the project that you design has to be fairly simple to put together. You don't want super heavy duty techniques, okay? Because we're going to be putting a lot of projects together. Here is a sample of a card that I've designed for make and take classes and stuff from last year. This isn't my make and take for the 31st, okay? But I just wanted to show you this as an example. So I'm using current product. That's important too. You want to use current product that if people decide they want to case or copy your projects, that they have the ability to purchase the product to do so. So look for current product. We are hoping to have holiday catalog product or recently released or launched online exclusives. So then you've got your project here that you've designed, and then you create a bunch of kits like this. I've got these in envelopes, but envelopes are not required. And I put mine in cello bags, okay? So you can put them Ziploc bags, cello bags, however you want to separate them out. Separate the kit so that it's easy for those who are putting it together to be able to grab the kits. And actually, when you get here, we do separate all the kits so everybody has every kit that they need. We've done it before where we've left the kits in the basket and then people just grab, as they do it, but it gets a little bit confusing. And so since you're signing up for this, we want to make sure you get every single kit that you are entitled to. So we separate them all out at the beginning so everybody has their kits. Anyway, so you'll put the kit together and you'll see that I've cut and embossed and even cut up the embellishments. I want to make it as easy as possible for those who are putting my kits together. I personally like to score. You don't have to score. I do. But I've scored this here. And this is a little bit of a fun fold project, but it's pretty self-explanatory. And I've got all the pieces here. I've even dry embossed this piece. Right? I've cut this piece, done all the die cutting that I possibly can for the card. So I also put it in a cello bag. I highly recommend cello. The reason I do cello bags is so that you can protect your sample, because people are going to want to look at it and maybe turn it over, and you don't want your sample to get beat up. I am going to take it out of the cello bag just for this demonstration, but ideally people would not take them out of the cello bag. So this is a fun fold. So you can see I've already scored it. I've put the little strip here. And then there is the card that I've designed. All they have to do is stamp and assemble. Super easy, okay? The other thing that I want to mention is if you have one of these or some way to be able to clip your card to your quote-unquote shoebox, that would be great, okay? So we've got this clipped on like this. And that's how my basket's going to be. Inside my basket, you don't have to put the stamp set in there if you don't want to, but inside my basket, I'm going to have the ink that was required to stamp the card, as well as the stamps mounted already. And I'm already looking at this and I can see that I've messed up and forgot the leaves. So double check your baskets to make sure you don't forget anything at home. But this is how my basket would essentially look. It would look like this with the sample clip to it, and everybody will have receive their little packet. So when they get to my box, my shoebox, then they can actually just find the packet that looks similar to this, has the same color card base, get it out, dump it out, and start working on this project, complete it, and move on to the next one. So by the end of the day, so the event starts at 10 in the morning, and by the end of the day, you should have all of the projects done. Now, if the 31st is a tough date for you because maybe you've got other things planned, you can still come on out and enjoy half of the day. And your focus would be to just go through and stamp and take pictures of all the cards. So people have done that before where they can't commit to the whole day. Usually, depending on the number of people that participate, the day could end anywhere from 2 o'clock in the afternoon all the way to 4 or 5 o'clock. I think that was the latest that we had been in here stamping. But if you know that you want all of these samples and you want the projects, but you don't have time to sit down and put them all together, I would come in with the plan to stamp everything that you need to stamp, tuck everything back in your envelopes, take the pictures, and head on home, okay? So that you'll be able to put them together at your leisure. All right, I hope that I've answered all of the questions. For the Shoebox Swap, there is a $15 fee for it, but I take that money and I buy door prizes, brand new product that's available and that will be available in the holiday catalog. And we do door prizes at the event as well. So everybody will go home with something. And then there's usually a few people that are extra lucky that get to go home with even more prizes. So it is an amazing opportunity to meet together and share with each other and go home with great samples that you can use in your business or in your personal life. So if you have any other questions for me about Shoebox Swap, let me know. I think I'll be able to squeeze in one more shoebox swap here at the Honeybee Stamper Studio in Sumter, South Carolina before I move. But August 31st is our next one, and I would love to see you guys there. We have a few seats still available. The 16th is the deadline to register, but the sooner you can let me know, the better. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye-bye.